Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Career Mode. Now I do apologize guys, it is really late, it's coming out at just at midnight, but I did say as soon as the last one hit 3,000 I would do my best and get you the next one as soon as possible, and this was as soon as possible. So to those of you who are watching it late at night, well then much love to all you guys, but let's get on with this episode. So I had this league game here, and my god, this game was so intense. I honestly thought, because it was my first game with Rodrigo and Doumbia, I was expecting just shed loads of goals, but it took all the way into extra time for Fisher to bomb down that right wing and then just cut it back there for a 90th minute goal from the sex god that is Eriksen. I was so happy that he scored there, and he is proving just to score at the most crucial times in the games at the moment. It is really awesome. So as you can see, I was really happy with that goal. In fact, I watched all three replays. I was that happy. As you can imagine, 3 points against that team was pretty important, and I'm just excited about the league because I do feel as though PSV have dropped a few points, and you guys will see soon, hopefully, where we stand in comparison to them. I believe we're very much tied at the moment, but as they had one last attack there, and my keeper threw it out, and that was going to be the final whistle. So it ended 1-0. Big thanks to Eriksen for that. That was really cool, and chuffed with that in general. As you can see, I had to make a few substitutions. I didn't actually have Gaita or Doumbia on that game, I don't think, which was a bit of a noob move from me, but so this was going to be their very first game. Really excited to see how things would go down. I was playing actually against a good squad. They're actually all right in the league, so it was definitely going to be interesting to see how it would turn out. But Doumbia there fires past with his pace, just leaves them in the wakes. I mean, he just blew past the defense there, and that was just insane. The way he turns the defender and just says, peace, like, I'm out of here, and just goes and buries that home. And that's exactly what I was looking for, for a bit more firepower up front. And then Moisander there, who heads that home, which was really nice to see. Good that the defending players are picking up goals once in a while. Eriksen there makes a nice run down the left, and I actually thought, because he was really low on energy, that he wasn't going to be able to bury that and finish it the way he did. But Eriksen is a bit of a top class player, and I'm so glad I've managed to resist any sort of bid that has come in for him, and I managed to keep him out and away. But then Doumbia gets his second of the game, I think that was, and that was a really nice goal there, picking up a 9.7 rating. Rodrigo there picking up a 9.6 rating as well. So as you can imagine, really happy with that game, but I had a huge test. This was going to be a massive test to the team. I really was quite nervous, in complete honesty. Look at the team. It's a solid team. I've got a good team. I've got a team that can challenge, but, Borussia Dortmund are just such an incredible side. As you can see, there is Bender. That's his brother. That's not Lars Bender. I don't know what that one's name is, but, yeah, so, there was his brother, the one that I looked into the transfer window, and Rodrigo there is just like, you want me to go one way, I'll go the other way, and buries that near post goal. And as we all know, that near post is a little bit OP. So we went 1-0 up, and some slightly poor defending leaves the Borussia Dortmund Blaskowski, or I think that's how you say his name. Like, good luck to anyone who can say his name if you haven't heard it already before. So yeah, it goes 1-1. To be honest, I was a little bit gutted, but I knew Dortmund were just such a class side, and there it is, 2-1 from Lewandowski. Lewandowski is just a next level player. That guy is an animal. So when that happened, I kind of almost accepted my fate, but I really shouldn't have, because I knew the players would put up a decent effort. A pass straight across goal from Rodrigo to Doumbia, the new players at the club, and he sinks that, which was really good. Solid goal, and to make it 2-2 as well, that was just key. A nice little, I don't even know what that is, what that skill move is called, but Doumbia there finish it with a finesse shot at the near post on the ground. Like, what the hell was that? Either way, it was a classy finish, and it meant that we actually won our home game against Borussia Dortmund. Now, I knew going away to Borussia Dortmund is going to be such a challenging task, but I was all up for it. I really wanted to try it out, and as you can see, winning 3-2 is a huge boost for the team. And there I was in the league table. I was just behind PSV, but we are neck and neck, and it's going to be really interesting and more exciting to see who comes out on top, because I'm just going to have to win as many games as possible. Now, before, I don't want to say before I started, but when I started my Ajax career, I know a lot of you guys said that I would, winning the, I don't want to say, why am I trying to say Premier League? What am I talking about? Winning the Eredivisie would be quite easy for me, and it's almost expected. It would be a bit of a head-to-head lock-on with PSV, so it was all very sort of known. But for me, winning the league would just be awesome. But as you guys are well aware, the Champions League is where it's at. That's where the fun is at. So that's where I put a lot of my focus. But I actually had Babel play in this game. Just because I brought in 2 new strikers doesn't mean that I don't want to involve Babel anymore, because Babel is just a quality player. He's played fantastically as well, so it wasn't that he wasn't playing well. That's why I brought in the 2 strikers. I just really needed some firepower up there, and some great follow-up there from Babel means he picks up the goal, and that's just a natural instinct there, which is really cool. And unfortunately, the pass across there, most of the time it works, but not every time, and unfortunately for me, it kind of fails there, but it led to a corner and a very, very well placed header there. That actually centre back is one centre back that I can't wait to see him progress. He is looking like he's going to become a great player as well, so I'm excited to see his sort of development in the squad. He hasn't really grown too fast, but he has grown at a decent pace, so for that, I'm pretty happy. But Altidore there actually gets a goal back. I was pretty nervous at this point because you don't want to throw a game like this. When I saw how close to PSV I was, I really wanted to win that win the league. So Elm comes on. Elm is a class player, but I had the penalty, and as you can see, I was 3-2 up, and this was just to extend my lead. I was really happy that I managed to pick up the penalty, and I decided, you know what, I'll just keep Rodrigo on the penalty and just see what happens. And as most of the time, I tend to go down the middle, and unfortunately, Rodrigo misses his first penalty for the club. I mean, how poor is that? So I was a little bit disappointed, but fortunately, AZ didn't manage to come back and get a goal, and Babel there deservedly with man of the match and 9.8 rating. It really played fantastically, guys, and honestly, he has actually really impressed me. But there it was. I knew this season couldn't go as well as I thought. My centre-back, who is so instrumental in the back 3, unfortunately is out for 2 whole months. I mean, that is just a kick in the sack. It really is, Just as you get things rolling, just as you start getting in your winning ways. I had my game against Borussia Dortmund. That was always going to be really tough. But I actually had a centre-back called Densville, and he looks like an animal. I know a lot of people have said, Cal, keep your eye out for that centre-back, because he will grow very well, and he will, he is a very young player who's got a lot in him. And how about that from a goal from Rodrigo? He doesn't even take any sort of run up to it. He literally just turns the defender a little bit and scores a near post goal. I mean, that for me is just the epitome of awesomeness, really. That was such a nice goal from Rodrigo, and an unexpected one at that, because I didn't expect him to score that. Fisher there plays a really good ball through to Rodrigo again, who manages to keep himself onside there, breaks past the entire defense, and that is an easy finish for him. And this striking partnership is working out fantastically well. The likes of Fisher as well doing such a great job at the club. Rodrigo, Doumbia not getting too involved just yet. Definitely Rodrigo is stealing the limelight for me at the moment, but we'll just have to wait and see for the rest of the season, see how it all pans out, guys. And I hope you have all enjoyed this episode. Rodrigo completes his hat trick there, a very well deserved one. Magnificent play, and I can't wait to see more of him, see how he develops, and overall just very excited. So Eriksen with man of the match, Rodrigo with the hat trick, both have 9.8 rating, guys. And if you, like I said, if you could leave a like, that would just be tremendous, guys. You don't know how much that would mean to me. If we could hit 3,000 again, that would be awesome. As always, much appreciated. And yeah, if you haven't checked out my Facebook and my Twitter, go ahead and do so. As you can see on your screen, facebook.com/calfreezy and Twitter @calfreezy. Both links will be in the description. And hope you all have a cracking day. I'll see you in a bit. Bye bye.